first World Cup no. Put together a documentary for the team. Our key players were talking about journey and how building a team. Now, first year from underachievers, no. Now they became achievers, won Euros and won the World Cup finally. Now, Rich, so where's our documentary now? There are parts Obiti say Ike Casillas, Xavi, Puyol, these players. Kasa about the way a sad time no. Na Clásico, any emu tension. And ka creative problems in the Spanish national team. Yes. Now, I say, club football no mu tension in Tokano. Inti ama uba national team na unhu play of Madrid and also free Barcelona umushia.
Who's your enemy?
Na I say, wa only ni said anya fine. Now, according to Ike Casillas, who was the captain of the team, I say they saw say no idea way ya penny and come once more. It will affect us. So one of the national team meetings, then he called the senior players no more team no, both from Real Madrid and Barcelona. So Ono Casillas, Sergio Ramos, Xavi, Puyol, to have a meeting and say, look, club football and any rivalry is club football. But see about national team, say young keleke as leaders. Look, it will affect your chemistry on the pitch. Because with Soros our team now, it had Puyol, it had Sergio Ramos, had Piqué in Omuba Kleino, had Casillas Dapomu. Then who confused you were? There was Xabi Alonso. There was Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, David Villa. So it was almost a combination of Barcelona, then Real Madrid, Kakra, to form that team. Casillas said that meeting was very, very fruitful. And they were able to push a Clásico tension outside the way of the national team. And they won the World Cup. Now we are in 2025. Next year, you have another World Cup. And Rich, so watch a lot of the bookers. Almost predictions are almost based on form, team chemistry, consistency in BBR. There is no way you will do your top 3 countries a better Magic World Cup now on for Spain and count. Into once again, Spain have got another World Cup as the European champions, and they are tipped by bookers say they have a very, very good team to win the World Cup. But Rich, so one say Nancy Tokoya ACC war a Clásico may come back to affect them. And what am I talking about? Yeah, boy, a Clásico new year. This picture and a trendy year. A picture of Dani Carvajal. Upon the Real Madrid captain's armband, very, very significant. Now, our catcher, Lamine Yamal say, "Okasanodo." And Kasmobo and Umposo for Buoma senior man, now on Chaso. You see him also opening his mouth to talk back to the senior man. Rich, Sankesi, hey, I will not have a problem. But Enra, Spanish papers are carrying out a story, say, there is a triple unfollow earthquake. On social media, as somebody say, Lamine Yamal, Pedro Gonzalez, and Abranti and Gerard Martin, and you know, I could unfollow Dani Carvajal or IG.
Wow.
And that is serious.
It's getting out of hand.
Yes. That is serious. Me I show say previously. Say enquiry muko Spanish national team camper. Rich. Say enye proud to Danny Cavani no mo kotono national team camper. He's one of the most experienced, one of the most respectable person in the dressing room. Yeah. And Otu for abetie, obi awaje Champions League 6. We bought for Real Madrid for years. We bought for the Spanish national team for years. It's respect no honum. But Rich, the moment I'm crying, start to say, we don't care anymore. You better follow social media. Let the media report it. We don't care. Rich, me I am share is what I said in Rano. So what hear me story in here? Rich, say if BBC AC in the era of Puyol, Casillas, Xavi, and your coach in Peduma, these are like level-headed, matured guys who could deal with the issue, and they dealt with it.
Young.
But see, I know just Spanish national team anymore. Even the team that won the Euros, Rich. Penny Bay pa in the room, Penny Bay. You look around the team, and Oyazabe Omo, no man you team. Oyazabe so Boreal Sociedad. And Tokoya, I'm not on for the noon team. What do you know? They've not shown any leadership qualities, baby. And how do you expect the likes of what the money? Why problem? Leno, madam, 80 me. And who said to me, dear Rich? I realize the coach is the bomb.
I think the heavy and your bad.
The Football Federation and
sure, almost step in. Because baby, I can't go in. It's serious.
Probably.
And may sure be to say a Rafinha and Vinicius Junior.
Brazil. Oh, who say? Me sure somebody will travel as far as this one.
Samu.
Because after it, they have not been any yente. Sabako follow the uncle and say, no. Vinicius right now is even dealing with Oni Alonso issue. Me sure say omodi ene ebeko. But when the central maker say, Senka after this picture, and I can be actually one park so minimum how member ye agro. That would have been fine. But for Bema to go calm down after the game, you know, and carefully take his phone and unfollow you there, then it means I'm going to talk. And I am beginning to get worried for the Spanish national team ahead of the World Cup. Say, Oman say yeah, they're not a say about how in the past, but in Penyumphobia more team, taking responsibility and how mono. This time around, you scan around the national team and you don't see those kind of maturity. I'll be dealing with that issue way. Now, Rich, me say no I didn't come about Vinicius Junior and any issues or Real Madrid. Now, before I make a same let me tackle Gabi or any stories. No, look. And no man can say and a Real Madrid players, you know, training no, or would you say a BB and a matches no more bono. Look, Sir Omusho Omachi and Carlo Ancelotti. No more the Ancelotti man management. They charge Abi Alonso Mpoa. They should also look back and Carlo Ancelotti in the last days. Any results they were getting in game against Barcelona and the way they were playing.
And then two, I mean, any time you know,
Rich.
Two personalities.
Mini Spain. But from Ghana, if you watch Real Madrid now, you could clearly see, say, the work ethics are not lucky, but they were too comfortable with Carlo Ancelotti, and today on push you find the adman. I'll buy Xabi Alonso buy here, or catch you to push them. Say, some goes on boss them more Ancelotti time. So comfortable, money attitude to press, to come back, defend.
Several times those days, or Madrid front three now, Rodrigo on Taki.
Mbappe and Taki, Vini and Taki.
Obi, more money born,
more.
And you know money balance.
Exactly.
It's a Real Madrid. Be able to
yes. Once time, no. Rafinha mu dream he come with the ball. Lamine Yamal, the team hands for coming inverted to balance the team. And it's no man. Look, move on 4 games against Barcelona, even 5.
You know, Michelle.
They beat you in all of them. Xavi Alonso buy. So your extra work na mumpe as players. Isn't the results telling you say you are on the right path? Results must tell you so. Hey, we are not used to this aggression training. We are not used to this tactics where any question a general won't say, "Born a bono, you could have born in Kwani Bobby, you need bonus or see a Bobby." This is a normal principles in Kitia. Xabi Alonso, Eddie say, Rich, umpo. Once what he is doing is giving you results, then you have to change your mindset and follow it and stop the complaints. Now look, say Obi Oshe or Insha TV Biano. If you have a glimpse of your tactical board now, Rich, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games at Real Madrid about so far this season. And Abranti Afeni Vinicius Jr. the involvement or sad games in them. Rich, in our first game, you need film 78 minutes. In the second game, the one started. Into Obemu in the 68 minutes. You need film 72nd. You need film 68 minutes. Against Marseille, Obemu in the 63rd minutes. You need film in the 77th minute. The only games are about 90 minutes. Against Levante, Atletico Madrid, and a team of Villarreal. It is either you need film around the 70th minute. And after onu mom over game in the second half. And when I say, so we should sound over here. We play be say Vinicius just barely last 2 seasons. Uji the FIFA best player. Now Uji say Real Madrid, you were the face of it. Now all of a sudden, what the mean player? Unya untouchable. Like team you know, ya panier the waba. It come out na bench na ya the waba game nim. Ubo game na. Ubo game na and why you say we dey do 70th minute. You bring your film. Rich Sadia na ya. But you see, and Mbeka say he is part of the Real Madrid captains. And unim say Rich, and now we were saying say Vinicius Junior efum no. Ade bakwa wanya there was to go straight to the tunnel. Yeah. And we said the good thing was he came back. But Rich, do you know say ne Dario AS say and you Vinicius spend on the back. Xabi Alonso send one of the staff members no. So Munko Kanche Vinicius say so wan baba kama matena bench wa and Real Madrid no name na kan kete. So I am one of the coaching staff instructed by Xabi Alonso and I cover Vinicius by. Yes, that is what Dario is reporting. Now, Enra, our RMC Sports, our France, Christopher Dugari, so guys are guy. Or say, oh no, but Real Madrid need that. And he worked under Florentino Perez as a president then. The Vinicius here, one here Florentino Perez beton.
Who say, oh yes, I know, come on, no papa no. And oh papa na, oh yeah, bit diplomatic because who say, come on, damn so, but mean sir, so who had him pa no happy.
You see, Rich,
say a boy Clásico where you were from one chow coach. You are
creating a scene. Now, Rich,
the
bottom line will be this. Serie season, Xabi Alonso Ayala. Now, Florentino Perez, say, or the team no abba on the right track, and he needed any support. Say, Obama no do. Now, when you GDS say, me facing players now, meaning say I am facing the players with the backing of the president. Rich, then they will throw it to him. Say, do you want the guy to be in a team or you want him out. And Xabi Alonso results obenya and the women win this battle. Rich, so say coach biba na odi revolution ba. The first thing you must do for him is to show to players no more and say, hey, coach we get tiny chi. The all you know, ye oni aka ye tenase and you're back, you know. And you have to start respecting him, or you can't be in this team because he is the leader of the team now. Rich, they hear me ya. And they say, the Vinicius see any he has not offered any apology, not publicly, not to the teammates. And I decided to go to this Vinicius, the official X handle. Say can be better now on the apology and as a public oh no or post or come on. Rich, you go there. The last time Vinicius posting BB was on the 30th of June. No apology from him. Not to the public Real Madrid supporters and not to the teammates. Because Enkwaya and there will be reports suggesting say why yes no. Richard Bon Clásico ndaben Sunday. And then Wednesday for God's sake. 3 days. Onyanu mbia and he thinks oh me okay. Legal require report say since omubo Clásico ni wiye no. Vinicius and the coach no mon kasada. And omuko train no mani nhia. And it's a normal asesa. Then it means that their relationship will be broken forever. And I share about Ebeko. That is what Legaro is reporting. And see, Rich, this power play, not him say it will be between Vinicius and Mbappe. But yes, Tokono Enya is testing direction here. You anticipated that, and it is now between Ono and the coach Xabi Alonso, which we think say the coming days very
maybe mini Vinicius are dreaming there, but maybe also dreams at a point nam the face of Real Madrid. Then Mbappe came. Oh yeah, dear, but so this season BBH just as a Madrid for me projecting Mbappe ahead of me.
Of course, even from last
game grand game I'm using me Clásico now. We are sitting there where them GDS can born 19 minutes.
Of course.
But as a person quite the face of the team, you know. You win film now say cameras in and come back so. Maybe I don't know brand and it as you know
you see, I have already established that say last 2 seasons here, he won the FIFA best. And he was the face of the Real Madrid team. And yeah, dear a dead deep perfect, but we all knew say Mbappe he was going to share a certain shine with Vinicius. Now yes, now in the 2 seasons, which last season Mbappe was Real Madrid best player, undoubtedly. This season too same, and Mbappe obum game bia. Even though Xabi Alonso buy or say me perplex on better come away no, but in all the way Mbappe is playing. But maybe there, me bem, and I hear me film, me bem ni hear me film, me bem ni hear me film. 3 games spend about 90 minutes. Now in the biggest game, I just say beginner park so me sound. I am playing one of my best games this season. Now see me film there. What you are trying to tell me is say no me accept to say, boy no, me nya untouchable Real Madrid team no be, and that's I can't play 90 minutes. And see. Metiasie, Rich, psychologically, Vinicius thinks that he's losing it. Team from Real Madrid. But you see, Rich, ultimately for a billion could be for when you overreact. Sure. And that is what we are discussing. Say, and can you fool? Uya Kasagasa Puna Quatina Benjo. Uya in the dressing room as one of the captains, beg your teammates say they are a creative scene and for good image and to poor match. Go to the coach. Catch us on a meeting. Okay. But the only year and one something like that, like Anamu Betuno, and a man who say, oh, I've been the Odino, who does so but Rich, I think that Vinicius adding a reaction. Eddie a bimudie a year before with the way a normal air con. Mammy, we a crab in a maintenance. Rich, there's a lot happening in Italian football. And that is why I will finish in the next 3 minutes. First of all, Rich, I think say if any African player be a funny form pa na enka or phone a frame say league ben unko man can go Italian league now. Born or born. If I watch the general style of play of the Italian league, Rich, is African football for the bar. The boots, this I said so fast pace of the game, and yet very very fast. And I am painful room. And see the way I Africa, you build it slowly, you did aggressive kakano. I think say it's good, and I'll give you an example of it. This is the fixtures for this week. Now, Enra, 2 of these games were played. Lecce against Napoli and Atlanta or Bergamo ebo AC Milan. Rich, you both game in the in game na course between Lecce and Napoli no. Now Lecce for asai penalty. Ama Zambo Inguisa. I said the only goal for Napoli. And see after Napoli, I share Inter Milan no. Next away game, Omasa question 1 away. Rich, you both game in the now your Cameroonian brother, Zambo Inguisa, as the man of the match. And he played very, very well. But Rich, sir, why we are offering Zambo Inguisa? Because so when you because on your young on ni energy giddy. And it is true. But in the Italian Serie A, Rich Oba, he is very, very comfortable. And they are so Tony free Napoli and neighbor, let's say West Ham, and now Tottenham. Which I don't believe so much me about because of the pace of the Premier League. But in the Italian Serie A, you watch him and you watch a very, very good player. Now the second game, our Bergamo, Inter, AC Milan. Sorry, I could say early first goal by Ricky. Then who else? Ademola Lookman, Eteka. Edimatima, your friend, Atlanta. Rich, your ball game was you na the African footballer of the year, Ademola Lookman, Aji man of the match. The only thing they say, or shame go, say, what happened in the transfer window, now I'm supposed to free Atlanta, one corner. I'm a supporters, ne jano. And you know, share supporters, no, we're mentioning his name, or maybe told you, but he doesn't know how to warm up to them. But Rich, to watch one night, 2 Serie A games for 2 African brothers to win the MVP of those 2 separate games, made me feel proud about the Italian game. Now, and then there are some few games, Bosso. But Rich, Juventus ebo Udini. I believe, say, with a change of coach, Juventus a very, very poor run. And on the Apamo will go to Dono. But against Udini, Rich, they will not lose. And they are now to Ray, Rich, 8 games on Winnie in a trot. 8 on Shebi.
And the new manager bounce the Bayadu Mama Juve. Okay.
Because 8 games on Shea, on Winnie. 8 games, so a move for on Shea go cry. And Rich, and your resource on Kwa. Almost always Asia TV. Your friend Damien Komoli, on the general manager for Juve. Rich, and Canaya Wednesday. Jojo Cellini, Echo Arab, and Koban Canaya Wednesday, and Komoko Sia Ekin, the CEO of Juve. No Makodi Nkomo. But after last year game, no, and almost say, Massa. We can't wait. I was say a Pamo will go to door. Now, Rich, almost say any resource in the last 3 games, we losing 2-0 against Como, 1-0 against Real Madrid in the Champions League, and we lose 1-0 against Lazio. And some results winner, and after that, Damien Kamol will go to door say Masia Pamo. But Rich, almost say beyond the results, or run a buy, team no identity be as a more confusing tactics. If we find also so our post match, now wɔkɔto to ayam pia kyerɛ referee na referee fo ne mmoaye owie referee fo no so a na ɔde aba calendar ɛna mebɔ Champions League Tuesday na makɔ akɔbɔ Serie A games ne tata so dodo afei kɔ de twoma wɔ kɔ ne sɛ rich afei do ɔsa de ne nibre akɔso the players so going to post match and citing the players and say omo no mo mbo mo homode and the last one was Cambia so no masa jai team no to na yenko enti omo pomo go to do no the list by first one was Abrantia and Uriah Feno Luciano Spalletti. Then this man called Rafael Palladino, the coach for Fiorentina. And the simple reason why Mr. Palladino was on the list and they say na ono no bo bayafo and after so no the sporting director of Juventus Marco Ottolini any year adwuma o Monza Sata man or fefe as a coach no man opportunity enti unko nim no say nkomo kofa Rafael Mra Barrich their third wild card was Roberto Mancini but anopay information at Urban say verbally they've agreed to bring Luciano Spalletti 2 years to Tima your friend Juventus which I think say and then you make game no they will not lose our the Allianz Stadium against Udine Como Ebebo Hellas Verona again a double chance for Como Inter go home after losing to Napoli no Omanya Konya go home against Fiorentina very difficult game but I also think say Inter loses that game no then Sane okay and a Carabao Cup games no and so nti yeah very nice combination o say umpa won say Chelsea
Wolves in show mo
na which na Carabao Cup dey sanya cup bia ufiri me dey
are revidom dey me ana any Grisby do
we kind of us fulminate him no say one enim gwase
and no nya cup bia
but enim gwase
it is a Grisby a share na mo sre dia
Grisby wow we the one who can
and yeah and
exactly that is it
a 4th-tier team Manchester United
the Premier League team you free Carabao Cup man say na
new Wolves team we mo dey Chelsea dey mo na nyam so come ne ya china yam na so iso no ma sama Wolves asham show ni bad Wolves o mo nyaade nzo mo go Premier League but this season obia Wolves be nzo mo nyaade
maybe so mo nyaade dia say no they will put their concentration on the Carabao Cup Chelsea doesn't care
me da say Wolves are Chelsea and one na me pe
Rich, three bet records. Mr. Monje na move to bet no. Na yepeske bingu ye bottom. First one no and make sure our tactical board no so uti already don't worry I will mention it. First one no a BW1CC FBE2C BW1CC FBE2C. Second one no a BW1CD 00C00. Nice one. And the last one no BW1CD 09DD9. Into BW1CD 09DD9 BW1CD 00C00 BW1CC FBE2C 3 betway codes. So one captain wa oko me X handle ha unsa ebetimi aka oko Facebook besibako usubempa hyphen Ayala anasa Ayala sports so a ma posting the kama ewo ho yemo share good luck na yemfa menim kom rich na Black Queens no omanye training imponie ena ke ye training bia
na me catch ai guy be say Egypt for yi
omunya de
e ma 2 days omanye training omasa be some 4